It's the NFL on EA Sports, where we'll see a brawl inside the AFC North. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns. All that and more coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to downtown Cleveland and the newly named Huntington Bank Field, the home of the Browns. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson, or should I say Dean Olson, because tight end U doesn't happen without you, and we've got a great matchup here. We've got two of the best at your position in the current game right now.
And Mike, when I came into the league, almost 20 years ago, there was a handful of really elite tight ends. But doesn't it just seem, especially over these last couple years, every single team, at least the ones that make their mark and find themselves in the playoffs competing for Super Bowls, have a legitimate #1 threat at the tight end position. It almost feels like if you don't have a tight end, your offense is missing a key piece. I know I'm biased, but at tight end U, man, we make no mistake about it. We think we are the most important position in football, and you're not going to convince me otherwise.
The Cleveland offense set to take the field for the first time. They'll be led out by their rookie quarterback, young man from the University of Colorado.
You hear people talk about it all the time, and it's especially true, Mike, for young rookie quarterbacks, is just the speed of the game. They had a lot of success in college. They were probably the best player on their team, but just everything is faster. Everything happens with a little more urgency. The quarterbacks at the young age that can make that transition the quickest, everything else then tends to slow down.
Here's a first carry for their running back, and he goes forward. Good gain on that one. Pickup of 8 out to the 33-yard line. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll stick with him again. And he's going to have a Browns first down as he gets this up to the 42.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Now, faking the give, under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
When you can bring cornerbacks on pressure, man, that changes everything for the defensive play caller. Offenses spend all week worrying about linebackers, defensive linemen. How are they going to protect the quarterback? But when you can time up a secondary pressure like this, man, oftentimes there's no answer for it.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. A gain there of 16 yards. It's a Browns first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Up the middle they go. And this will be a short gain down to the 41-yard line. The veteran Kyle Van Noy in on the tackle. Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play.
Number one rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch. And now fourth down.
So the receiver does everything right except for the most important part. He runs a nice route, creates great separation downfield, but now you just got to finish that thing off with a catch.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Ravens offense taking the field for the first time, led by their quarterback, league MVP in 2019 and 2023, Lamar Jackson.
Is there a more exciting guy in the NFL to watch play quarterback than this guy, Mike? I mean, one of the most dynamic athletes to ever play the position. And what's truly unique about him is his ability to beat you both as a runner and equally as a passer. And that's really where his game has developed. Defensive coordinators, they don't sleep very much when they know they're facing this guy and all the problems that he presents.
First carry for one of the league's best workhorses, Derrick Henry. And this play's going nowhere, taken down behind the line. A great way for this defense to get on the field and get started.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Second down, Jackson. That's caught, Derrick Henry. And he'll be brought down, but not before they move it up past the 30-yard line.
These are the chunk plays they thought they could get here against this pass defense. They thought the passing game favored their offense in this matchup, and I think we can expect this to be the case the rest of the game.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Bateman is the motion man. On play action, here's Jackson. He'll look for Flowers downfield. And he will score! Zay Flowers! Touchdown, Ravens. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Now, the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Ravens will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. DeAndre Carter on the return. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Browns offense ready now for their second drive. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. This drive will start on the ground. Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he's able to find a crease, get ahead for 7, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the first down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage, and in a lot of situations, it'll get you the first down, just not here.
And he'll have the first down. He'll get him up around the 37.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. A zone read here, and he's going to keep this himself. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
I think this is something we're going to continue to see today, Mike, as this game goes along. They're going to make the defense make a decision. Do you want to account for the running back, or do you want to account for the quarterback? In this case, they choose the running back, and the quarterback makes them pay by picking up the first down.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Now this time they'll look to throw. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Mike, you've heard me say it 1,000 times. The easiest down to throw the ball in the NFL is first down. I hate when teams wait till later in the possession to throw the ball. So early first down completion, you're on the plus side of the field. Now you're thinking strike, touchdown, field goal, but either way, I'm coming away with points.
And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They bring Judy in motion. He's got it at the 7. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
Every staff in the league that understands if we have to play a rookie quarterback, regardless of their talent, regardless of how high they were drafted, the ideal situation is to fill that huddle with as many veteran players as possible. The quarterback's going to be young. He's going to make some mistakes. The more veteran, talented guys around him, the easier it is to weather those mistakes.
Here's a run. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Browns. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Dustin Hopkins now to add the extra point. It's up and good. And the Browns will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. Justice Hill to return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Ravens offense ready to take over for their second possession. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
On first down, they'll stay on the ground with Henry. And he'll be taken down, and that's going to do it. That's the last play of the first quarter. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Pair of sevens on the scoreboard. And we're back to Cleveland in a minute. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Justice Hill. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. That's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
Hopkins sent in motion. Off the play fake. Jackson. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. The left side into the hands of Hopkins.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make.
Here's Lamar. He'll keep it on the zone read. And he's not going anywhere. Stuffed behind the line. They have turned it over on downs.
4th down, you want to make sure you give your quarterback the option to keep the ball in his hands, and that's exactly what they decided to do, and the defense was ready. They played assignment football, everyone did their job, and they come up with a huge 4th down stop.
They'll begin here on the ground. Up the sideline, past midfield. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 35-yard line. That one good for 26 yards.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
What we're seeing here in this first half, Mike, is an example of the offensive line, the running back, and the play caller all on the same page. The execution and the ability to continue to pick up chunk plays on the ground has been a great start for this offense.
To the air now on 1st and 10. And good work there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. Jerry Jeudy, the intended target. It's 2nd down.
You just can't say enough about how hard it is to play cornerback in today's modern NFL, Mike. I mean, not only are these wide receivers better than ever, but the way the rules are written, you're really out there on an island with not a lot of options. Your technique has to be perfect. Your timing has to be perfect. It's exactly what we saw here, and he makes a great play on the ball.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? He'll drop to throw. He's got it inside the 5. And he's in. Deontay Johnson. Touchdown, Cleveland.
And that was just a great drive. Really, from start to finish, Mike, you could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm, mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession, worked to perfection. When you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns, man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
Hopkins now to tack on the extra point. It's up and through. And the Browns will move out to a 14-7 lead. Here's Hopkins now after the touchdown. He'll boot this one away. Here comes Hill on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. All run play. This is Hill. And he's going to have a Ravens 1st down. He'll take this up to the 38-yard line. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. Bateman is the motion man. Play action now. Jackson. And this one is caught, but the momentum, that'll take him out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Could not get himself turned upfield.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
Quick throw here, taken by Hopkins. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. In motion comes Andrews. On 3rd down, Jackson. He finds his receiver. That's Bateman. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
Again, it's Jackson. That's downfield, and he's got Andrews, his tight end. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. It's the tight end Likely in motion. Jackson now on 2nd down. He finds Likely, his tight end.
I love this concept here. Really good job by the other receivers clearing out that space. Big tight end comes down with the catch, and it's going to bring up 1st and goal.
They'll have to go the full 10 yards. It's 1st and goal. From the gun, Jackson. This throw right is taken in by Flowers. And the tackle is made at about the 6. Here now, 2nd down and goal. On the option, they give it to Henry. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. Two minutes to go here till halftime. We'll have more from Cleveland after this. A nice drive. This is the 9th play coming up, and they cash it in on 3rd and goal. Bateman is the motion man. 3rd and goal for Jackson. To the goal line and in. Rashad Bateman. Touchdown, Baltimore. Now the try for an extra point. The kick is good. And the Ravens will tie things up. We are all even at 14. We are all square, 14 apiece the score as this one's away. Carter on the return. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Browns offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he's been a tough man to stop in this first half, putting up some big numbers already. And remember, we haven't even reached halftime yet. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's into the hands of Judy on the right side. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and Just seems this possession's going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
Now they'll set up to throw. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
And that's what you call being fearless, going over the middle. That's not everybody's cup of tea in this league, Mike. Some guys love to operate outside the numbers, and some guys understand their role is in the middle of the field, and not only to make that catch, but to do it laying out. That's a big-time play to secure that one.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Good hustle by the defense. They beat the offensive lineman to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Back to throw. He's got his man complete. That's Judy. Now we'll get a timeout, Cleveland. That's their second, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. They can still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. This is caught at the 2. And he'll take it on in. Deontay Johnson. Touchdown, Browns. His second TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Now Hopkins on to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Browns have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This will be taken in at the 2. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Ravens offense going to get it one final time in this first half. They're searching here for the tying score, down 21-14. And they'll begin 1st and 10. They'll motion over Flowers. A first down throw for Jackson. There's a short one caught by Andrews. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. Second and a yard. Bateman is the motion man. Second down. Jackson. into space at the 45. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Jackson. Throw over the middle, brought in by Hopkins. And now a timeout. 7 seconds left in this first half. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. To the air one more time with Jackson. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
Here in the first half, we've seen nothing but connections from these two guys. I mean, they've come out completely on fire. So the defense finally gets a stop, and really the first time we've seen these guys be a little bit off.
This one not going to get there. From distance, it is no good. So we hit halftime here in Cleveland, and the Browns are in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando now, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Michael, thanks very much. And with that, we welcome you all into our EA Sports studios. This is the Halftime Report. Both of these offenses had their share of high points in that first half. Each team had some big moments, and it would seem this could turn out to be a game where the last score wins.
Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. Lamar Jackson and the Ravens headed back out again. And I want to take you through the highlights here. They have been plentiful from the quarterback position. Has the offense running at a high efficiency throughout, and will try to sustain it here down the stretch. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. To throw is Jackson. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end Mark Andrews that time. And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete.
Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
So after picking up some positive yardage on 1st down, they end up going backwards on 2nd. That sack now brings up 3rd and long, and what most of the time is a very pass-happy situation makes them very one-dimensional.
Third and long. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. He'll look underneath for Henry. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
And the receiver with a fair catch, taken successfully, and that's where he'll turn it over to the offense. the Browns offense. And their running back set to go once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's a 2nd and 6. Now a give up the middle, and he is planted in the backfield. Defenders crashing through, blow up that play behind the line.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Here's a 3rd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's caught by Judy, working his way across the field. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
He'll look to throw. And Marlon Humphrey is there, and he picks it off.
I think he chalked this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is, how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again?
The Ravens offense ready to get back at it. They've got great starting position with a short field as they try to get back in this one. It is 1st and 10. They'll run here with Hill. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. In motion comes Andrews. Throwing Jackson. Now a screen set up for Henry. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's 3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. And he's got it to Flowers for the connection.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a 1st down.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. On the give, here's Henry. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard.
You have to wonder if next time, does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play? It was clear before the ball was snapped, this was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
Play action now. Jackson. Now he'll run. And he will not be quite able to stretch the ball out. They're going to mark him down after that huge run all the way to the 1.
What I like the most here is just the decision that when he wants to be a runner, he commits to being a runner, and he's able to weave his way downfield, pick up the first down, sets up 1st and goal.
From the 1-yard line, 1st down and goal. Hopkins sent in motion. They'll try to run this one in. Powering forward. He's in. Justice Hill. Touchdown, Ravens. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
He's got it. And the Ravens will even this score. It's now 21-all. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. On the return, it's Jerome Ford. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. The Browns offense ready to see what they can do. This one tight throughout, all level at 21 as they'll search for a go-ahead score. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Now a give on the ground, up the sideline at the 35. And he'll be taken down as he takes it just shy of midfield.
What a good run there. That's going to put him over 100 for today's game, Mike. And it just seems as the game goes on, this guy just seems to get better and better.
First and 10. They'll stay on the ground. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll stick with him again. And he's not going to get away. They'll knock him back to his own territory. They get him on the other side of midfield.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. Going deep downfield for Judy. And this will be tracked down and intercepted. Picked off by Chidobe Awuzie. And the Ravens are going to get the football here at their own 38-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
The Ravens offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. Both these offenses have been in form. Is the defense going to show up? Can anybody come up with a stop? All tied here in this 3rd quarter, and it's 1st and 10. Here's the give to Henry running right. And the defense right on that. I don't know if keeping would have done any better. No gain on that one.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
He'll go again here with Henry. And he'll take this ahead to the 43-yard line. That was Jordan Hicks who got him down. Here now, 3rd and 5. Back to throw, Jackson. He finds his receiver. That's Bateman. 11 yards on the pass there. First down, Baltimore.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
They'll run it on first down with Henry. And this defense not allowing much there. They'll stop him at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 9. So we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9. It's the tight end Likely in motion. On play action, here's Jackson.
You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback, just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
The crowd making their presence felt. This is 3rd down. It's the tight end Likely in motion. On 3rd down, Jackson. Now, deep ball for Bateman. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Rashad Bateman. Touchdown, Baltimore. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the 4th quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now the pressure shifts to your defense. Your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
Now, for the point after. He's got it. And the Ravens go up by 7, 28-21. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. Now an opening past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. This offense and their running back heading back on the field. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. Here's 1st and 10. this only up to about the 33-yard line. Throwing now from the gun. Catch made, right side. It's Johnson.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand.
And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
He'll go right back to Njoku. He's got it again. And he's going to have a first down. He's forced out. Nice pickup of 9.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game, where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield, so that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game.
Left side, he's got Njoku. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down. They'll look to throw. This one caught at the 4. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up first and goal.
What an impressive drive this has really been. And it's a combination of big plays and third down conversions. Now after that last third down pickup, it's first and goal. They got a chance to finish this really impressive drive and come away with 6.
A run on first and goal. They'll try to push forward, but only a yard down to the 2. From a little closer, here's second and goal. They look to run with 4. That one only good for a gain of 1 to the 2 to set up third and goal.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up third down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats, and that's what makes it so hard for these defenses.
A dive, and he's in! Touchdown, Cleveland. A huge touchdown there in the fourth quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the fourth quarter. All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense. And Lamar Jackson getting set to take over once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. On the handoff, it's Henry. And he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, Jackson. That's to the right side. He's got Andrews.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
In motion comes Andrews. 3rd and short, Jackson. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. Screen works to perfection. Give them 18 yards and move the chains. First down.
You get in these situations, 3rd down, tie game, 4th quarter. I mean, this is really where your quarterback makes his money. You are going to put your faith and say, all right, what is the best play for this offense to execute? And the game really rests in the hands of your quarterback. And he continues to come up with these 3rd down pickups and continues to extend this drive. He's got a shot to come away the hero and win this game here late.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning remain as we get set for 1st and 10. On the ground, here's Henry. And he'll take this forward only to about the 46-yard line. Two minutes to play in regulation. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. 2nd down, 8 for the first down. Bateman is the motion man. They'll drop to throw. This one complete to Bateman. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
A clutch throw here to keep their chances alive. Tie ball game as they approach midfield now. They've got to keep an eye on the clock. They've got to find a way to get this ball into field goal range, stop the clock, and see if your kicker could be a hero.
There's a short one caught by Andrews. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
They'll come up now for 2nd down. Now Henry. With good blocking leading the way, he's got the first down inside the 25. Henry. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Henry. Oh, he coughs up the football. The Browns have it.
Just a critical error here, Mike, at this stage in the game. You understand this defense, they are desperate for a stop. They've got to get you off the field, and one of the easiest ways to do it, create a takeaway. You have to secure the ball. Of course, points are great, but none of it matters if you turn the ball over, and these are the kind of mistakes that decide ball games late.
Now it's the Browns' turn as they get set to take over again on offense. They'll begin with 1st down from their own 11. No challenge flags in the last 2 minutes from the sideline. All second looks will come from replay, and I think the referee's been buzzed here to get another look at this call, and it is a big one. The Browns going to use the last of their timeouts now as they get it with just under a minute to go in this football game. They still have all 3 timeouts, and here we go with 1st and 10. They'll run. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Here's 2nd down. It's the tight end Likely in motion. They'll keep it on the ground. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
This kick is good. And that very likely will be a game winner.
And that's just got to be a great feeling over on that sideline, Mike. I mean, an excellent job by this offense to give yourself a chance to win it. And then this kick. I mean, what's left to be said? It was never in doubt, and it's going to lead this team to a victory.
Just 1 second, all that remains in the football game as the kick is away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Here we go. One final play. And that's going to be incomplete. The defense holds here in the final minute, and they're going to get out of here with a victory. So it is a win here for the visitors, the Ravens. They get themselves into field goal range for one final shot. Kicker delivers. They avoid overtime and come away with a 3-point victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.